A few weeks ago I quit Ark Raiders, and judging by what I'm seeing, a lot of other players did too. The reason is the expedition system, and in this video I'll explain how this design choice could end the game and how a promising success story turns into a quiet disappointment. I started playing a few months after release, so I completely missed the first expedition. During the second one I only gathered resources during the expedition window, meaning just a few days to finish everything. It was intense and I barely finished on the last day, so for the third expedition I decided to start early. I gathered everything weeks in advance, and that's where the problem started. I did not record at that time, but I had 28 days left before the expedition window opened, and I had nothing else to do for this expedition. The problem is the way this entire system was designed. It's slightly flawed in my opinion. If you also finished the expedition resource gathering early, you probably noticed not only that you had nothing left to do, but also that you shouldn't do raids at all. After gathering more than 3 million coins, I still played a few raids, and I noticed I was making mistakes that actually caused me to lose items and undo part of my progress for the expedition. The reason I was making more mistakes and getting killed more often is that I felt more relaxed. I had already obtained everything I needed, so nothing really mattered anymore. I wasn't paying attention, I was slightly bored, and I started taking fights with Ark that I normally wouldn't take because I was at an obvious disadvantage. That's when I realized I should stop playing, and that not playing is actually the optimal choice if you're trying to complete the expedition. Why risk my entire inventory in every raid? Why gather items that aren't required if I already reached 3 million coins, which is enough? Why collect blueprints or other items if I'm going to lose them all after the expedition window closes? This expedition system is more important than you might think, because extraction shooters by design need systems that reset progress or incentivize players to trade their hard-earned items for permanent progression. Otherwise, a large part of the player base will get bored and eventually abandon the game. Regarding the skill points rewards, I already have enough equipment to complete the new damage-based expedition system they have announced. I have the weapons and the ammo for it. So does this mean I quit forever? The answer is no. I plan to come back and play the next expedition after I finish this one. But the problem is that this design made me stop playing the game entirely for weeks. I even started playing the finals, which is another game by Embark Studios. Right now I'm playing other games while waiting for the expedition window to open. And that's not healthy for the long-term future of Ark Raiders. Something needs to change to keep players engaged. I'm not a game designer, this is just my personal opinion, but I think Ark Raiders needs some kind of tiered expedition system. A system that gives more rewards the more objectives you complete, whether that's gathering items, dealing damage to Ark, or discovering secret locations. We need a system that rewards players who achieve more, explore more, or play more efficiently. The system shouldn't have a hard limit, but the rewards should scale down over time or the difficulty should increase, so that highly active players don't completely break progression by reaching maximum skill points or absurd inventory sizes. There are many ways this could be balanced, and it could also include more cosmetic rewards. Let me know in the comments what ideas you have for improving the expedition system. Embark seems to listen to player feedback, so discussions like this might actually lead to real improvements. Otherwise, the future of Ark Raiders doesn't look great. If you are like me and stopped playing until the expedition window opens, maybe focusing on trials can still give you something to work towards. Check out my previous video where I share tips on how to improve your trial score.